all of it's been a new experience, but cool.
Anything with hollandaise sauce is like delicious. I mean, I think I've said this before. You could probably eat dirt with hollandaise sauce and it'd be good.
It's just astounding to see how many mines were in this area. I mean, you guys, this area is so different than where we're from. It's really cool to learn about and to see.
Whoa. It's spicier than I imagined.
Hi, this is Tanner, Rosette, and Willa. We're a little American family living out our dream of life abroad and currently call Germany our home. If you've been following our journey, our American parents recently flew into Germany to spend some time with us. We traveled to 6 countries with them where we had the time of our lives eating delicious food and exploring new places. In today's video, we have an incredible and eye-opening experience staying at our German friend's house for Easter weekend. We explore around Bochum and experience a whole new side of Germany. We also get an insider's look into one way Germans celebrate Easter.
Well, we made it to Bochum and it's been a delightful start so far. We've got to relax and enjoy some time getting to know more of the family that we're staying with, and we had some amazing bigos that was to die for. Honestly, the stuff was very delicious and I probably had the most out of everybody because I loved it so much. We are now here at the Landschaftspark Nord, about to see the lights on this old abandoned industrial center. It's pretty cool already. We believe we saw this online before and it was something that we wanted to do when we were coming to visit this area. It's gonna be really exciting. Hopefully we can get semi-decent footage where the lights are starting to go low now. But probably the pinnacle thing is if we're able to get on top of the blast furnace, we might be able to see over to another active industrial center and steel plant where we can see one of the blast furnaces going on there. So here's to hoping we can do that. What is it with that? A choo-choo train?
You guys, what an incredible experience this has been so far. Just so fun to be able to see inside of a German family and what their like normal life is like.
Yeah, this morning I went to the bakery to get some delicious breads and Willow was like, Käsebrezeln, like she was just like super excited to get a cheese pretzel. Although they don't have them here, they had Käsebrötchen, so the cheese rolls, and they were really good, and like all of the other breads that we had. It was just like very fun to have this like collective breakfast with them. And then now we are making our way to the Bergbau Museum, which has a lot of meaning for this family because relatives have worked here, and so like these are their stomping grounds. We're about to go in now. We're really excited to see just how much there is to explore. I think we're going to be here for several hours, so we're excited to learn a lot. And your hand's shaking, isn't it?
This camera's heavy.
Yeah, it's kind of heavy.
Have you had a lot of fun? Yes, she has. And last night, I don't know if we really touched on that too much, but going into the industrial site was really cool to see. This area is like booming with them. They're all over.
It's pretty cool, and it was just like fun to see like the lights, get up on the top and just see a lot of the city from above. So we're hoping to get to another high point today so we can see just like more of the city, because like, there's a lot of like rolling hills. It makes it hard to see a lot of places, but we know this is much more populated than what we're used to.
You guys, this is crazy. We get to talk to someone who has experienced these mines for himself, and he's saying that all of this equipment here is far newer than what he experienced. I can't even imagine the conditions there. It's so cool to be able to learn and hear his stories. He was just telling us about these horses and how the horses would go and pull the coal trains, and they would know how many they were pulling, and if they tried to add one more to it, they would stop immediately. I seriously can't even imagine horses down there too. I mean, I get how it works, it's just crazy stories. This guy is a tough cookie. All of the people here in this area have got to be as well, because this museum is a collection of all different materials from multiple different coal mines, and it's just astounding to see how many mines were in this area. I mean, you guys, this area is so different than where we're from. It's really cool to learn about and to see.
This is for the air, yeah?
Yeah. Das kostet nämlich viel Geld. Außerdem steht manchmal oben an dem Weg.
About to go into the elevator shaft simulator. Stagnant humid air. There's no door. You see?
Into the shot holes, and the explosives are then electrically ignited by an ignition machine in one round of shots.
Oh, wow.
I can't even see you in there. Oh, there. Would you even be able to be saved?
I think I would be squished because that was very tight.
So this is like the modern part and how they mine for coal now. Crazy to see the differences between this modern equipment versus how they were doing it years ago. I can't even imagine bringing all this equipment down. It is crazy. Piece by piece, somehow they do it, and somehow it's worth it.
We finally get a crazy hair. Well, we finally got a daytime view of the city, and honestly, it still is like there's still a lot of trees here, so you can't see a ton. But it's fun to like see like the Bochum soccer stadium, and then like Schalke's. Apparently, you can see Dortmund's as well, but you know they say they don't like Dortmund too much. But anyway, it's really fun to see the different sides of the city being up so tall.
Where's the Willa? Can you say thanks, Jackie? That looks so
It smells so good.
So good.
so good. Hey
Wow.
Tanner, well I have to
Yeah.
say that one looks better than
This looks better than any of the other ones that I've had.
Come on.
So
Shouldn't come as a
it
surprise.
shouldn't, yeah. Do you want some with that? Here's to the world's best currywurst, or is it? Okay. It's all in the sauce. All in the sauce, man. This is, yeah. The wurst is also really good. Like just the flavors and the spices are different. Less ketchup-y, which is really good, and a lot of curry, which we love curry. So I think you're gonna like this, Riz. Willa's going for the
going in.
Parmesan one.
Whoa, it's spicier than I imagined. It is probably the best currywurst we've had so far. It's really good.
Right? Not so tomatoey, ketchup-y.
No, definitely more curry.
More curry.
It's kind of good to mix the mayo with some of the curry sauce.
That is a lot of mayo.
Yeah, I know. I said the same thing. That's a lot of mayo. They like their fries with it.
All right, no more messing around. We're gonna get some of the Parmesan too, because it's loaded. Oh. Man, pretty dang good.
That's really good. I hate to compare it to the currywurst, but I really like that
You like
flavor.
that one better? Well, that's a great hairdo. Marissa's gonna love that. Promise I try to take care of myself. Here we are Easter morning, the bells are starting to ring at the churches around. Birds are chirping, sun is shining, it's truly a beautiful day. And it's been really awesome. This weekend has been incredible. Marissa did say yesterday it was the Altstadt that we were going to see, but it was really just the city center. Because the Ruhr area is such an industrial site in Germany, it was heavily targeted during the war, and so a lot of things have been rebuilt since then. So it's not necessarily an Altstadt. We were able to tour that, have some amazing currywurst, might I add, and then we decided to relax for a few hours before we went and had some Indian food. You guys know we love Indian food, and so in Germany it's been really hard to find an Indian restaurant that has like really hit the spot for us. But we will say the Indian restaurant that we had here in Bochum was very authentic. The owners were from New Delhi originally, and they brought the flavors and the kick, and the spice level was amazing. Everything tasted super delicious. It was a very fun experience, and we were extremely happy to find a restaurant that like hit the spot. This morning the Easter Bunny made a visit, and it was so fun to see Willa. She's finally understanding it. Last year she was a little too young, but it's been really fun to share this experience with other kids. I don't know, we just love watching her grow up every single day.
Und nimmt die Willa mit.
Do you see it? What did you get? Oh, wow.
Green.
Yeah.
Ja, da kannst du den Juni mal nehmen.
Wow.
Wow.
We want to talk about the differences that we saw between celebrating Easter in Germany versus in the States. Honestly, we saw a lot of similarities. There weren't as many differences as we expected. So when we woke up on Easter morning, all of the kids went out to see if the Easter Bunny came and what they left. Here in Germany, not only were there eggs scattered around in the gardens, but also the Easter baskets. Back in America, we're used to waking up, going out into the living room and seeing the Easter baskets on our couches. It was kind of fun to see the difference and to see the kids looking for their specific basket. After that, we went inside to an incredible spread for breakfast, a mixture of breads, meats, cheeses, an assortment of different toppings to go on the bread. It was delicious and very German, so that was really fun for us to experience for 2 mornings in a row actually. And then something that's really common is to spend time with those you love, so having a big Easter lunch was what we did, and that's the same for both Tanner and I's families, both in the States. Aside from that, we would say the main differences is that here in Germany, they get off 2 holidays, Good Friday, and then the other one the following Monday. In the States, honestly, people don't get off the time. There are rare instances where certain companies give their employees Good Friday off, but that's just is not very common. Tanner works for the US government, as you guys know, and even government workers don't get it, and they get more holidays off than most private businesses. In general, people here in Germany are celebrating Easter for longer periods of time, and it's a bigger event.
It's been amazing, so incredible, really just like a fun, different travel weekend than we have normally been used to. Like everything has just been planned out for us, and it was really fun to make stronger connections with our friends here, so thank you guys.
Well, that's a wrap. That's our first weekend ever spent with a German family, and it was incredible. We love them. We love the kindness that they've shown to us. It means a lot, and even when we were saying goodbye, I started to get a little emotional because the little boy in their family was also getting emotional, and it's just awesome how the internet, our experience moving abroad, has brought us together with them.
We are now leaving Bochum. We're making our way back to Bavaria.
It's been fun to experience here and see another part of Germany. We've been really surprised with this. We've never seen a place like this so industrialized. The coal mine, the steel plants, I mean, all of it's been a new experience, but cool. Before we go, I wanted to make a quick comment on the food. We had schnitzel for Easter, and that was incredible. Apparently the meat is soaked in like a cream sauce overnight, and you could tell because it was delicious. It was just really fun to see what this German family does for their traditional Easter lunch.
Yeah. It was really good, and honestly, like, anything with hollandaise sauce is, like, delicious. I mean, I think I've said this before, you could probably eat dirt with hollandaise sauce and it'd be good. But this definitely was not dirt. It was very delicious, well-prepared food, and we know that there's a lot of love that goes into it.
And one thing that we were talking about as soon as we got in the car was just how, in a way, it kind of felt like home, because we were having broccoli and carrots and peas, and just like, it was just kind of a normal lunch that I feel like a lot of Americans eat too, with a meat, potatoes, and then your vegetables. And so it was just fun to see that and see where our ancestors got it, because some are from Germany, Denmark. We can almost see like how in history all of it's connected.
Even just like the insides of people's houses and like grandparents' houses compared to her grandparents, and I was just like, this is
This
just
my
like your grandma and
grandparents.
grandpa.
It was fun to have that, but be in Germany.
Yeah.
It was like a weekend that, again, was just like, we are Americans sitting in a German home, spending a weekend with Germans, touring a German city. Like, who would have thought? But we're so blessed, and another thing that makes us love Germany even more.
Even more, yeah. Thanks again for being here, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you can get reminded the next time we post another great and amazing video. See you next time.
Bye-bye.
We finally get a crazy hair.